It is Thursday night football between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers in Wisconsin, Lambeau Field. Hoopla. Both teams are banged up. Aaron Rodgers, he's not playing like he usually play, but it's a long season. The Chicago Bears are 1-5 in the season. Excuse me. That's sad, isn't it? For all the Bears fans. Excuse me again. On the other hand, the Green Bay Packers is only 2-3. So they could find a way to explode these games. So, Bears lost Kevin White. They lost a lot of great pieces. A lot of injuries. It happens in football. So this might be a total blowout. This might come to crunch time. Who knows? Or this might be a very, very low scoring game. So I will do my halftime report, and then later on, when the game's all said and done, I'll give my final thoughts on the game. Go Bears! It's going to be a tough one, especially in Lambeau Field. Go Bears! Well, Chicago Bears fans, it is halftime. Green Bay is winning 6-3. I know, a very, very low scoring game. But here are the status. Brian, he had a terrible first half. 4 out of 11, only 49 yards. Wow. I guess Packers defense is really stopping the Bears offense big time. Clamping on their offense, the receivers, all that stuff. The Bears run a game, 6 carries for 34 yards. That is not going to cut the mustard. The receiver, 2 receptions for 32 yards. Nothing is clicking for the Bears. On the other hand, Rodgers is 19 out of 31, not bad. 150, no touchdowns, only 2 field goals. So this is a very, very black and blue kind of game, like the good old days of football. The running back for the Packers, 3 carries for 9 yards. The receiver named Adams, 6 receptions for 56 yards. So if Rodgers want to explode, he's got to do that in the second half. So that wraps it up. And I'll give my final thoughts on this game when it's all said and done. Can the Bears beat the Packers? Or will the Bears be 1-6? Anything could happen. Someone's got to give in this game. Both teams hate each other with a passion on the field. But I don't know in real life, off the field, if they two teams, I don't know, probably they still hate each other. But this is a very, very biggest rivalry, Bears not going anywhere this season, unfortunately. Packers probably going to make a major push into the playoffs. I know it's a long season, but that's all I got to say. Go Bears. Well, Bears fans, you know the final score. Bears lost to the freaking Green Bay Packers, the Cheeseheads, 26-10. What the heck happened to the Bears? I have no idea. But the backup quarterback for Jay Cutler, he broke his arm or wrist. I'm assuming he'll be out for the rest of the year. Bears are now 1-6. Green Bay is 4-2. Rodgers really exploded in the second half. Here's his final status: 39 out of 56. He passed way too much, but they have a lot of guys are injured. 326 yards, 3 picks. 3 TDs. So if you have him on your fantasy football, start him. That really helped him out, helped your team out. So I don't know what to say. This game was very boring. Like I said, at halftime it was very close, and then Green Bay just demolished the Bears. The only highlight for the Bears, when they took it was a defense touchdown early in the third quarter, and that was it. So I don't know. I don't even know if they could pick up a quarterback on waivers or not. They can't trade no one because week 7. I mean, they can, but you know everybody's banged up. No NFL team, no other NFL team wants any of these Bears players. They're banged up, and they're not worthy of. They want them on their team. You know what I'm saying? So Bears are in a tough spot, hard in a rock place, something like that. So they might be 1-15. They might be 2-15. I don't know. I mean, not 2-15. They might just win 2 games overall. So they're definitely out of playoff hunt. So they just gotta shoot for the NFL draft, a good draft. Maybe they could draft a good quarterback. Hopefully it's not a bust. So that is it. Look out for my Bears podcast, and I'll discuss about this game and other about the NFL news and all that good stuff. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe, give this thing a thumbs up, and my other social media accounts are down below. Go Bears, but I'm not gonna give up, but it don't look good. Hey, one good thing is I got my Cubbies. They having a good season in the playoffs. Knock on wood. So this is your friend here, Ry. Is sign off. Adios.